It's week 4 of the NFL, and if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Cowboys and the Lions, and it's coming up next on EA Sports.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to downtown Detroit and Ford Field, the home of the Lions. Thanks for having us in, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson. Oh, should I say Dean Olson, because tight end U doesn't happen without you. And we've got a great matchup here. We've got two of the best at your position in the current game right now.
And Mike, when I came into the league, almost 20 years ago, there was a handful of really
We are ready, and so is Brandon Aubrey to kick this one off. And off we go from Ford Field. Now return coming from the 7. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. So that Detroit offense taking the field for the first time. They are led by the former Heisman Trophy winner out of LSU, Jaden Daniels.
Coming off a really nice 3-touchdown performance in last week's win, Mike, but outside of that one errant throw, he did a really nice job of protecting the ball and was seemingly in control the entire game. This defense, all week, they talked about trying to bait him into making some mistakes, so he's got to be careful about falling into the trap. But if he does that, I'll tell you what, I really like their chances. These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. Keeping in the air, here's Daniels. He'll let this one go long for Williams. And the Cowboys will get the ball at their own 17-yard line.
When you find yourself in this situation, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You've got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
2nd and 7. In motion, Lamb. Now a 2nd down throw for Prescott. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Dak. Got a man, that's Tolbert. He is knocked down hard. Wow, they stopped him in his tracks, but he does have enough to pick up the 1st down. Operating from the gun, here's Dak. Catch is made there on the left side by Cooks. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. So a pair of 1st downs moves him out to the 47-yard line. And it's 1st and 10. Now he'll run.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. A little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good game.
2nd down, Prescott. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. Shotgun snap for Prescott. And that is incomplete. He was looking for Brandon Cooks with that pass. And it's going to lead to 4th down. And no chance of a run back here. This one's going to sail out of bounds. The home team's offense ready to get going with their 2nd possession. They'll search for the first point of this game as they begin the drive on 1st and 10. And he'll only be able to muster a couple of yards. Mozzie Smith, the former 1st-round pick, makes the play. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Working out of the gun, it's Daniels. That's a short one caught by Laporta. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. They'll come up to 3rd and 3. From the shotgun on 3rd down, Daniels. And that is incomplete.
So they made it a priority here early to try to get him the ball in the 1st quarter, but that was their 3rd attempt. None of them have resulted in a catch. I think you got to start looking elsewhere. You don't want to get into a position, Mike, where you feel like you're forcing the guy the ball and forcing your offense to run through him.
Inside the 30. And he's going to take this all the way home. Jahmyr Gibbs. Touchdown, Lions. It's his 3rd touchdown on the year.
And this is what good offenses in the NFL do, Mike. It's the ability to bounce back, even if the onset of the game doesn't go exactly according to plan. Everybody wants to take their opening possession and go down there and come away with a touchdown. But it's not always going to be perfect. You turn it over on possession 1. What are you going to do in response on possession 2? Well, we just got our answer, and they took it down for 6.
So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. This will be returned from the 6. And he's brought down right at the 35-yard line. The Cowboys offense ready for their 2nd possession. They were forced to punt the first time through. It led to a touchdown, so down 7-0 as they get the ball back for 1st and 10. They'll run for the first time with their fullback. They'll try to use that size to push forward, but it's not going to work. Defense strong up front. They're going to get him down behind the line of scrimmage. On play action, here's Dak. And he does a nice job to avoid the initial wave. They're going to get him down behind the line. So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. Now Prescott. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. The Lions offense back onto the field for their next possession. They lead it here in the 2nd quarter, 7-0, as they begin with a 1st and 10.
The drag route. We used to say this is day 1 install. Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route, especially for the tight end position. And depending on the speed and the run after catch ability of the tight end, sometimes it can lead to some of the biggest gains.
It is caught left side by St. Brown.
Nothing a quarterback loves more, Mike, than being able to pick up a 1st down without being forced to push the ball downfield and force it past the line to gain. He settles for the underneath check down. He's confident that his receiver is going to pick up the...
That is going to be pulled in. He's got it. Jamison Williams. Touchdown, Detroit. So they take the shot downfield, and it is caught in the end zone for a touchdown. What a big play that is, Greg.
Absolutely, Mike. And the key to a play like this is when the ball travels this far in the air, they teach you, don't look back, look up, because that's where the ball will be. And in this case, he was able to secure it and come away with a big touchdown.
Bates now for the extra point. It's up and good. And the Lions move out on top, 14-0. So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. This one taken at the 7. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. So now here are the Cowboys. Their offense ready to make their way back onto the field. They're staring at a 2-touchdown deficit, 14-0. The score as the offense tries to regroup and get going with 1st and 10. Try again. It's 2nd and 10. Back to throw is Prescott. He'll tuck it and take off. Can't beat those legs. 13-yard pickup. A scramble leads to a 1st down. Prescott. He's got a man open. That's Tolbert. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. They'll try to run with their fullback. Running room hard to come by as he'll get ahead for a yard. Aiden Hutchinson, the former 1st rounder, in on the tackle. Here's a 2nd and 9. Prescott now. The open man is Tolbert. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down. Now Prescott. That's into the hands of the veteran Cooks. And it looks like he's going to have the 1st down. What great work after the catch to extend the drive. Pistol now for Prescott. This pass right side caught by Lamb. And he's going to be taken down as we hit the 2-minute warning here in this 1st half. They face 2nd down and 7. They'll throw again. Dak. Over the middle to his tight end Ferguson. And the Cowboys are going to have a 1st and goal. He'll be taken down at the 7-yard line. In motion, Lamb. Again, Prescott to the air. He's going to lose yardage. How about the defense standing up in the red zone? They'll mark it at the 10.
To play corner in this league, Mike, you have to have great reactions and instincts. In this case, he trusts those instincts from the jump, and he's able to send the offense going backwards as a result.
On 2nd down, it's Dak. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete. This drive in danger of stalling out on 3rd and 10. To throw is Prescott. And this is too far over the end line. It's incomplete. On 4th down, here's Brandon Aubrey for the Cowboy field goal try. His kick is good. And the Cowboys get their 1st points of the game. They trail 14-3.
Yeah, he does a nice job handling that kick there, but I think offensively, you come back to the sideline and you're thinking, we have to find a way to finish these drives. I mean, to be in 1st and goal and settle for 3, that can be very deflating for an offense settling for too many field goals.
The Lions offense going to get it one final time in this 1st half. They built a nice lead for themselves here. They'll try to add to that, beginning with 1st down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Daniels to throw on 2nd down. Oh, he did all he could to get away, but they're going to catch up to him. It is a big loss. Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Not wanting to risk another sack, they're going to play it safe with a run. That's a timeout for Dallas. It's their 2nd, and it'll come with 15 seconds to play in this 1st half. They'll indeed go. It's Daniels. He's got it. A great connection there. They're going to bring it down inside the 35-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Daniels. That's in the end zone and intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play here in this first half.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. More from you and Greg in a moment. But first, time for a look around the NFL to see what's going on here in what's already been an eventful afternoon of football. We'll begin up at US Bank Stadium in Minneapolis, where it was the visiting Bears who come in and get the victory on the road. Caleb Williams, sharp in the victory, as his guys bounce back from a tough start to the year to claim victory number 1. From there, we head down to Tennessee to check on the Titans at home in Nashville. And they were winners in that ball game over the visiting Cleveland Browns. Will Levis leading the way in the victory with 3 touchdown passes. Finally, let's get over to Inglewood, see what's happening with the Chargers at home at SoFi Stadium. As you can see the score there in the second quarter. It's Jalen Hurts with a couple of touchdown passes. We were treated to a fine performance in the first half from the Heisman Trophy winner, Jaden Daniels. He's got a touchdown pass on the ledger as his guys were able to build a double-digit lead. The second half, straight ahead. Time to get back to it. And for the call, let's rejoin Mike Tirico and Greg Olsen. Both these teams running through their final adjustments. It's time for the second half. And for the call, let's get it back out to Mike Tirico and Greg Olsen.
All right, Coach, thank you very much. We welcome you back. It is quarter number 3. Third quarter set to commence. And we're back underway here on EA Sports. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Cowboys offense going to have a first crack at it as we begin this third quarter. The deficit is double digits of work to do as they begin this drive with 1st and 10. To throw is Dak. A short throw caught by Ferguson. It'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but first down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable second down.
Pass pulled in by Vaughn.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short game.
On 3rd down, Prescott. And that is incomplete.
Pretty unforgettable performance so far in the first half, Mike, and they're going to try to figure this out here in the second half and try to gain some momentum, figure out what's going to work, where are our matchups, and let's go try to put a drive together and get some points, because so far this has been a struggle. They just cannot get anything going through the air.
The Lions offense trotting back out for their first involvement of this second half. They'll do so with 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, it's Daniels. That pass caught by Amon-Ra. They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. On the ground, this is Gibbs. And he'll get the first down there, a pickup of about 5 yards.
And he just continues to chew off more and more yardage with every single carry. And you can see here with the numbers, Mike, for as strong as he was in the first half, it almost looks like he's gotten even stronger now here in the second.
And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. Daniels now going to look to throw. Now, deep shot for Amon-Ra. That one broken up. It's incomplete. All over him down the field. It'll set up 3rd down. Working out of the gun, it's Daniels. That one on target to Williams. He's got it. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down. Here's Gibbs. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
Pretty much just more of the same from what we saw with this back in the first half. And he doesn't need much. He gets a little bit of space, and then he can create the rest. It's the combination of patience, vision, and then the burst to hit the hole once he sees it. This guy's been a handful all day.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Here's Daniels. And good work there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete. Deron Bland. Good coverage, and he gets his hands on that one. On 3rd down, they'll throw with Daniels. And for a 3rd time today, he's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And he's going to set up his guys with great field position. A huge chance to cut into the deficit. They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. Now Vaughn. And the D closes quickly. He's stopped after a gain of a yard. Aiden Hutchinson, the former first-rounder, in on the tackle. 2nd down, Prescott. That's out to the flat, and it's complete. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Prescott. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught.
As a play caller, those are the plays that just drive you crazy, Mike. You think you're going to pick up the first down, you get tackled just shy of the sticks, and now a little bit of a gamble here on 4th down.
3 for 3 in the game, as this one is also good. And the Cowboys cut the lead to 4. It's 10-6.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. They'll throw with Daniels. He'll let this one go long for Williams. Oh, the struggles continue. Another interception. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. Dak can throw it here on 1st down. That's going to be incomplete, and the clock will stop. Likely one more play in this 3rd quarter. Now a 2nd down throw for Prescott. And that'll be incomplete. It turns out to be the final play. Big play coming up. This is 3rd down. Operating from the gun, here's Dak. A throw left side, going to be intercepted. Picked off by Amik Robertson. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
So all game, we've seen him take the approach as just being a game manager. But one thing you have to do if that's the case is you have to protect the ball. You can't turn the ball over, especially if you're struggling to push the ball downfield. He got a little reckless that time, and the defense made him pay.
2nd down and 8. Throwing is Daniel. Crushed, it's incomplete. He did get the pass off, but he got drilled before he let it go. They need 8 as they come up for 3rd down. They hand it to Gibbs. And the Lions are going to have a 1st and goal coming up They try to finish off this drive with 6 points. To throw is Daniels. He's got it at the 3. And he's going to be down close to the goal line. Good job defensively to make sure he did not get to the end zone. 2nd and goal. Throwing now, Daniels. That's to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
You can just see the reaction on the sideline. This defense thought they had themselves a critical stop. The mantra down here for all defensive coordinators, Mike, is takeaways.
And he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout punch. Jaden Daniels. Touchdown, Lions. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the 4th quarter, get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, and I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the 4th quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
Bates, good, with the extra point. And the Lions extend it to a 21-6 advantage. So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. Now return coming from the 7. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. The Cowboys offense ready to take over once again. They need to start making some inroads here. Down 2 scores as they begin this drive with 1st down. From the shotgun, it's Dak. This pass right side caught by Lamb. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. On 1st and 10, Prescott. Pass completed right side to Ferguson. And he is out of bounds all the way down at the 35-yard line. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Throwing is Prescott. Oh, in trouble. Down he goes. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. The open man is Tolbert. And he'll be very close to a 1st down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot. Got a man. That's Tolbert. 11 yards on the pass there. 1st down, Cowboys. Here's Prescott. And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. Jalen Tolbert. Touchdown, Cowboys. So they get the touchdown, and now it is a 9-point game. Greg, you can go for 1 and make it a 1-possession game. Or some people think about going for 2 here. What would you do?
I think I'm going for 2, Mike. Listen, the way you have to look at it is I need a 2-point conversion at some point. But I want to know now, am I down truly 2 scores, or am I able to get it down to 7 and truly make it a 1-score? So I'm going for 2 now, and I want to know what the rest of this game looks like. How many possessions do I need?
So things a little more interesting now. Back to a 1-score game as they kick it away. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. Jahmyr Gibbs and the Detroit offense set to take over again. The advantage is 8. We'll see if they can make this a 2-score game on this drive. 1st down and 10. From the shotgun, it's Daniels. His throw left side is complete. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line. They move Laporta, sending him in motion. A throw over the middle, and they can't connect. It's incomplete. A run up the middle. It's Gibbs. Maybe a couple there. It's third down. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, they'll use another timeout on this side of it at 1:55. They'll drop to throw. Quick throw, taken in. Whistles here and a timeout. Defense going to take this one with 1:51 to go.
Another really nice throw right there, and as you can see the numbers he's been able to put up here, I'm a little surprised, if I'm being honest, Mike, with just how easy it seems to have been. It just seems like he's made every right decision every time that he's decided to throw the ball.
Cowboys going to use their third and final timeout, and they'll get together prior to the second down play. Gibbs with a first down and more. And they'll finally run him down, but he takes it inside the 10-yard line. Well, a touchdown here could be the capper to a victory. It is first and goal. Here's Gibbs to the 5-yard line. Here now, second down and goal. One more time, they try Gibbs. And he'll get about halfway there. It's a gain of 2, down to the 2. Third and goal. They'll run with Montgomery. And he's so close to breaking the plane, but the official's going to come in and mark him short. So now it's fourth down. So it's a win here for the Lions. They proved much the best in this one. Get a solid performance in all three phases of the game and ride that to victory. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Lions as we say so long from downtown Detroit.